Hello everybody, it's Jess here with Bless Jess. Thank you so much for watching today. I have been wanting to do weekly pregnancy updates ever since I became pregnant, and I just have not done them. I felt like they would be boring, but you know what? It's like I'm going to start doing them because I thought you guys might like to hear about them, and I want to have them documented. I wish so much I was able to document more of Nate and Lucy's pregnancy, and so I want to be able to have these documented. So this is my official 23-week pregnancy update. I don't feel like it's going to be that exciting, but you know, we're just going to hang out and chat. I'm always in the car when I'm talking to you guys because it's the only time of day where I can just sit and not, you know, have other stuff on my mind or the house in the background's a mess or anything like that. So it's just a really good time while I'm here waiting on the kids to do like a car chat. So I'm going to talk to you guys about this pregnancy, especially this last week. Today, as I'm filming this, I am 23 weeks exactly, which is insane. I cannot believe how fast it's going by. Okay, sorry about that. I don't have a specific like question sheet or order I'm going to go in. I'm just going to tell you guys how it's been going. So right now, everything's going really good for the most part. I have noticed a lot of differences with this pregnancy, and I think a lot of it's just, well, every pregnancy is different anyway, but I'm also a good bit older during this pregnancy. Number one, my nausea level is way better, like so much better. You guys know in the very beginning of the pregnancy in the first trimester, I was sick a lot, and I even get comments like, "Oh my gosh, you whine all the time about your pregnancy. Stop," you know, but that's just what was going on. It's really hard to film videos when you feel like you're going like you're green and not mention it. It's just that was our life. I was sick a lot. It was very hard. And it lasted a while. I was hoping right when I clicked onto my second trimester it would magically go away, but it took a while. So that is way better. I'm hardly ever sick. Sometimes like in the morning I'll feel a little bit queasy right before I eat breakfast. But for the most part, I'm happy, I'm good, I'm not nauseous. Praise the Lord. Because that is the worst kind of nauseous ever. The biggest symptom I have been experiencing this last few weeks is I have been extremely tired. Now, I'll have bursts of energy, which has been awesome. I'll have good days. Good days where I, get a lot of stuff done, but I've just been, and this is the biggest difference with this pregnancy, I've just been really tired. Like I've been sleepy. I will get the kids to school and then go home and lay back down, or they would usually take them to school, but I'll get them off to school and I will lay back down and sleep for like 2 or 3 hours. I just feel very tired. And a lot of people are asking me like, "Oh, are you anemic or do you have this or that?" No, so far that we know of, I've perfectly healthy pregnancy. When you're pregnant, your hormones are crazy. Your energy is going to grow a baby and it zaps you. I remember being tired with Nate, and I remember being tired pregnant with Lucy, but I had to be more active then. Like with Nate, I was still working a little bit. I was working at a daycare, and so I remember being really tired towards the end of the pregnancy with him, but I was still like having to function. And then when I was pregnant with Lucy, Nate was still a baby, and so I didn't have the luxury. I had to like push through it, and I couldn't just lay down whenever I wanted to. So it's been nice this pregnancy that they're in school for Monday through Friday, and I can lay down. Now, has our housework and inner workings of our family suffered a little bit? Yeah, I'm so behind on laundry. It is crazy. Dishes, cleaning the bathrooms, everything like that is kind of falling behind. I'm trying to do just like a little bit every day. Of course, David helps out too. The kids are helping out, like cleaning up their toys, and Lucy helps me put clothes away and stuff like that. But I have just been very tired, just emotionally, physically, everything tired. But it's well worth it. Baby movement has been so strong. He is moving like crazy in there, especially over the last week or two. It's like he's kicked it up a notch, and he's not just doing like the little butterfly like kick just in flutters. Like he's full on like kicking and moving, and it is like my favorite part of pregnancy is when I start feeling those really strong movements. And I even felt him have hiccups for the first time this week, which is just so cute. And you know, he can hear us now in the womb. He can hear sounds and stuff, even though they're muffled and distorted. But, you know, so we've all been trying to talk to him more. And I really want to start reading my Bible out loud instead of just reading it in my head, because even though he can't, you know, understand the Bible or maybe understand, but he can still hear it being read over him. And I just want him to, as he's developing, to have that foundation of the one who created him. And we're just so thankful for this baby. And you know, he wasn't planned. He was a surprise. I mean, not a huge surprise, and you know, in the fact of it's always possible, but it wasn't something we were actively trying for, and we were actually trying to prevent. But God bless us with this baby, and we are so excited for him to be here and join our family. It's going to be a transition, and I'm starting to get that nervous feeling of, oh my gosh, I'm going to have 3 kids now. How am I going to divide my attention? How am I going to love each one the same? Or, you know the mom feelings that you're not going to be able to do it, and then I know, because I've had one and thought the same thing, your heart just expands and you have more love and you have more energy. Well, some days. And you have more ability to love another kid, and it doesn't take away from the other one you have. So I know that, but it's just those feelings you get as a mom, like, oh my gosh, this is really happening. I don't look like just a little bit pregnant. I look really big pregnant. The belly is large. And I'm like, oh my gosh, how much bigger am I going to get in the next, 17 weeks? I'm going to be huge. But it's so worth it. Like, I'm not one of those people that get upset about their body changing. I think it's really cool how God designed our bodies to create a baby. I mean, it's just absolutely amazing. Like, every part of him. We went in for his ultrasound a couple weeks ago, and we saw his kidneys and his heart and all these different parts of his body. And it's just amazing that was just formed on the inside of me little by little as he's grown. And it's a miracle. It's absolutely a miracle. Okay, so let's see what else I can tell y'all. Cravings. I want to say with this baby, I have not had a lot of cravings. Now, are there things that sound good? Yeah, but I don't feel like that's a craving. A craving to me is like, this is what I want. It's all I can think about. I must have it now. And I really haven't had many of those yet. Now, my Hot Pockets is the weirdest thing. I have to have the Hot Pockets, the ones with sausage, egg, and cheese, not the bacon ones. I have to have those stocked in my fridge, in my freezer. And if I get down to like 1 box, which there's like 5 in a box, if I get down to 1 box, I will go and buy another one just to have it on backup. Like, that's how much. If I cannot think of anything else that sounds good, those always sound good to me. I almost always have one for breakfast. And they're really easy because you can just microwave them. I don't know. They just always sound good to me. It is so weird, and I don't even know if that's really a craving. It's just always something that sounds good. But in terms of like telling David, oh, this really sounds good, I need you to go get it for me. Or I really haven't had much in terms of that. So it'll be interesting to see if that changes. And I'm sending him out at, midnight to get something. I don't remember that really happening with the other kids. I remember like with Nate, I really craved sweets, which is funny because he hates sweets. And so I remember wanting chocolate donuts, chocolate milk, and chocolate chip cookies, not all at once, but at different times. And, David I would tell him about it, and he would stop and get it for me on his way home or something. But I don't know if that's happened. I'll have to ask him. Have I ever asked you for anything? I don't think. There's times oh, this, breakfast for dinner sounds good. Or, oh, let's go get Chick-fil-A. That sounds good. But it's not really a true craving. Weight gain. I'm right at, I don't even know. Because, see, we did keto for a while. And then we went off keto, and I gained some weight from that. And then after that, I got pregnant. So in terms of actual pregnancy weight, I'm still less than 10 pounds gained for the pregnancy, which is good. I'm trying not to go crazy, but I know I'm going to gain weight, and I'll work on that when I get, him out of me. I am trying to stay active and walk and do stuff around the house, and the tiredness has really made that hard. But I'm hoping it's actually just this week started turning fall weather, so I'm hoping I'm able to get out of the house a little bit more and walk around our apartment complex, or walk around, even walking around, you know, running errands and looking around Target and stuff would be nice for me to be able to walk around instead of just laying in bed because I'm so tired. Oh Lord, let's see what else. I think maybe I'm starting to have very slight Braxton Hicks contractions. I'm going to actually talk to this with my doctor. I go next week for another checkup, but I don't remember having them very much with the other 2 pregnancies. I can't remember, and definitely not this early. It's nothing painful at all. At first I kind of thought it was him like moving kind of weird, but it's more all over my stomach when it happens, not just like a single place where he's at. So I'm thinking it may be like little Braxton Hicks. They're not painful. They're just a little bit uncomfortable, like everything's kind of tightening up. And I looked it up, and it's very common even, you know, this early in pregnancy, and it's your body practicing. So I'm hoping those don't get crazy. Hopefully they just stay nice and light. And that's another thing, like when I start to feel those, like I can just lay down and they usually gotta go away. So anyway, he's a trooper in there. He's moving and grooving, and I can't believe we're gonna meet our little baby. I feel very behind. I don't have any baby stuff. I don't have anything ready at all, but we still have a little bit of time left. And I know though, like he's due in February. This season right here, October through February, is like the fastest part of my year because of all the holidays and all the activities that go on. So I know it's going to fly by. The only other thing that's been hard is I've been super emotional, which again, hormones, tiredness, all of that plays a part. I just cried a drop of a hat, you know. Today I was thinking about Thanksgiving, and it brought up feelings from last Thanksgiving, which I don't know if you guys were watching last Thanksgiving. It was a rough one. We had a great time. We went with David's family, and we were at a really cool place, and we had a lot of family time, but the actual Thanksgiving dinner part did not go well. And I was thinking about it, and I was crying and crying, just thinking about how hard that was and how alone I felt on that day, even though we had tons of family around. Sometimes like autism makes you, or at least this is me though, like I compare myself to others, and so I'm looking around thinking like, look at all these children sitting here, you know, eating their food, and all these happy families, and then look at us, like I'm crying because Nate's throwing a meltdown and everything's chaotic and everybody's staring at me and nobody, you know, like whispering about us, and it was just very lonely and isolating, and I felt like an idiot by the end of the day. And I just started thinking about that, and I started crying, and that set me off for like a 30-minute cry. And I'm like, why do I do this to myself? Why do I start thinking about things that make me sad? I don't know. Have you ever like thought of something sad and you just have to like keep thinking about it, or go watch the commercial or whatever to like get it out? Maybe I just needed a good cry. That was a bad day. Let's all cross our fingers that we can have a better Thanksgiving. We're thankful though, you know, like in all the craziness and all the chaos, we have so much to be thankful for. Thanksgiving is not about having the perfect family and the perfect photo shoot and the perfect dinner and all the things. It's about being thankful for your family and who you're with, and you know, it was just a rough day. But anyway, I don't know why I keep thinking about that, and then it just makes me cry. I think it's just, I'm in a very emotional place right now. Anyway, so I don't know if there's anything else to report. Baby bump's getting big. I am very tired. The kids are even more and more excited. Well, especially Nate. Okay, so everybody's asking me how Nate's doing with this. He knows that there's a baby in my tummy, and when I say, where's the baby, he says, baby Mark, and he points to my tummy. And so I've had him like rub my tummy and say, hi, baby Mark, and all that. Do I think he actually understands like what's all going to happen? No, I don't think any kid could really understand that. How much everything's going to change, and the fact that this baby's going to come out and it's going to be with us forever, and their lives are going to be so different after he's born for good, for good, and it'll be an adjustment too. Lucy is beyond excited. Beyond. She's going to be the best helper. I was 5 when my baby brother was born, and I remember feeling so proud and wanting to help, and I know she's going to be such an amazing help. When she was born, Nate was 2, and so I didn't have any help at all, and we lived so far away from family that it was me, and David had a busy job and was gone a lot, and so it was me taking care of 2 babies, and it was very hard. And I just hope that this time is a little bit easier, but we'll see. We'll take it a day at a time. Anyway, I've really been enjoying, I said this in one of the vlogs, but I've really been enjoying Moss Family TV. They just had a baby, and they give me so much hope that it's going to, just be an easy transition. I don't know what's going on behind the scenes with them, but they just brought this new baby into their house, and they're so chill and they're so calm, and she's getting up and making dinner and she's dressed, and I just feel like it's always a hot mess when we bring home a baby. So I'm hoping this one will be a little more like chill and we can just jump back into our routine. Or is that high hopes? I don't know, but she gives me hope. So I've been watching her and watching her little family, and I love that family. I love their accents. You guys may think we have an accent, but they have a strong accent that I just love so much. I can listen to them talk all day long. I just love her husband, and that's been my thing all week as I've been watching Moss Family TV. That's basically it. I go next Thursday, a week from today. I go for my next doctor's appointment. So we will see. I had some more blood tests and stuff. I guess it came back fine because I hadn't heard anything. So I'm assuming everything's fine. And I'm not sure what they're going to do at that appointment. I'm seeing a different doctor. They're kind of rotating me through. You guys know how they do. Some of the doctors, my other doctor in Texas never did this, but they want me to rotate through all the doctors and midwives and see everybody in the practice. So seeing another doctor, different one on Thursday, so I'm excited about that. And everything's going good. So yay for a healthy baby, healthy pregnancy. I can deal with a little bit of tiredness and emotionalness, and you guys just be nice in the comments. Be nice in the comments so I don't have to cry. Actually, we haven't had a mean comment in probably over a week. So thank you guys so much. You're helping out my emotions. Anyway, I love you guys. We'll be back hopefully for another update next week. If you like this and you're excited about baby Mark coming, make sure you give it a big thumbs up. Leave us a comment down below. Please subscribe if you're new. We love y'all. Bye.